Do Russians prep? Lately I've been asked this question many times. Are there any Russian preppers? Yes, there are, and there are plenty. I'd like to share my experience of visiting a real Russian preppers village. This place is located far away from big cities and even small towns. I think the closest town is 45 miles. You will not find any large, expensive designer houses that belong to rich commuters who live in the country and go to the city or a town for work. No. These houses are small, but they're very solid and they can withstand anything. They belong to the preppers. So let's check it out. This is how you can distinguish a prepper's village from a commuter's village. The commuter's village is densely populated, densely built houses everywhere, large expensive houses, and the prepper's village, very sparsely populated, smaller houses, but large, huge plots of land. How do I know so much about this village? Well, I know. My mom was born here, and this is where ancestors on my mom's part are from. My great-grandparents were an extremely rich family, but the communists came in 1917, and they basically took everything away. So from incredible riches, my family went to incredible rugs and ended up living here in this village. Natasha is making selfies in front of blossoming trees. Nice. Let's check out this prepper's homestead. Pretty interesting. There aren't any logs here because there's no crime and people don't steal around here. Everyone knows everyone. Very quiet place, nothing happens here. It's paradise for the kids. That's a well for water. And that's the toilet. Outdoor plumbing, the outhouse. This house is fantastic. It's not fancy, it's not huge, but it's very solid, it's very warm, and it's unbelievable in general. And this is the eco-friendly way of drying your clothes. This is how all sharpened surfaces like knives, axes are sharpened around here. This place is very comfortable and there's plenty of toilet paper. And this is the secret high-tech stuff, Russian military grade. This is the fingerprinted access into the outhouse. You know, you press your fingers, the prints are scanned and access granted. This is what I call free-range chickens. Oh my goodness, let me tell you, they taste different. Freshly born egg. Давай, забирай. Руками как? Они не кусаются. This egg just came from the chicken. Oh my goodness. Покажи мне ее. Вау.
Блин, мне надо там еще забрать у нее.
I don't think she's happy about that. This is where free-range chickens sleep. That's their house. Making some barbecue. This is lamb. This is chicken and курица. These are the bee cages or bee houses. Not sure how to say it in English, but that's where bee families live. I was told that this tractor hasn't moved in 20 years. Pinball of Pinball Preparedness buys sterling silver as his reserve fund. Well, this is the reserve fund of this prepper. All this metal scrap costs lots of money, and in case, you know, a black day comes or the worst comes to worst, you know, it all can be given to a scrapyard for quite a hefty sum of money.
Прекрасная погода, прекрасная компания, прекрасное настроение. Как я сказала. Все супер.
Хороший повод для встречи. Христос воскрес.
Всегда
Спас,
хороший
с
повод для
праздником.
встреч.
Давно не встречались.
Да. К сожалению.
Хорошо. На природе все
Слушай,
цветет.
а чего вы к нам в Москву не заезжаете? Вы же бываете.
Там мы были в том году. Мы 3 дня были как-то, знаешь, так по-быстрому.
This little eggs still has chicken blood on it. Hey, this is how preppers get their meat. That's chicken's blood on the wall. Blood stains. It's chicken. And this is a fresh meat, chicken meat. I think it was running around this morning. Now it's being barbecued. So that fenced off area is a little garden and some fruit trees. Fruit trees everywhere. And now we are at the very heart of this homestand. It's land. This all land belongs to one prepper, all the way to those trees. That's a lot of land. He usually plants wheat or sunflower all over. That's the highest yielding and most profitable crops around here. And this little area for personal use, you know, onions, some potato, tomatoes, I think, over there, and things like that. It's so beautiful here. Cows, fresh milk every morning. Behind this little homesteads, huge plots of land where they grow things. This place is full of landmines. Cow shit. We used to call them landmines. There's a large combine harvester over there. Big time farmer. I don't like those dogs right there. Not gonna go any further. People here are unlike in the city. When they see you, they smile and they say hi. So different. More scrap. I think you can outfit an army with this. This is a pile of compost. My dad is making shashlik, shish kebab, or barbecue.
Коля, твой друг уже работает на полях.
Michael, he has found his paradise. Son Michael is 100% city boy. He was born in the city, in a large city, and he's been raised in Moscow, which is even more than a large city. So this is the first time in his life that he's inside of a real farm, a real homestead. And I think his world has changed today. He's looking at everything with wide open eyes, and he just cannot believe that such a paradise can exist around him. Давай. Ничего, аккуратно. Спущу. Залезть легко, спуститься труднее. Аккуратнее только будь.
Алло. Да. Скоро буду.
Ты телефон нашел?
Мобильник.
Alex here is the best shashlik man in the universe. He always makes shashlik that is absolutely out of this world. Seriously. Water storage. Each rain fills it up. Oh, this place is beautiful. This is a peach tree, cherry. This one is sour cherry. Oh, no, plum. I think this is plum. Onions, garlic, spinach over there. Yeah, spinach is right there. Apples, and I think this is apples too. And those trees behind the apple trees are apricots, old apricot trees. Very nice garden. That right there, another preppers and farmers land. And this one is ours. You see, my friends, behind me, very simple, very basic peasant food. But I think that's the best humanity has ever come up with. We're gonna have a wonderful feast, a celebration of Easter and actually getting together. We haven't seen each other for the longest time. Кого снимать, тебя или мясо?
Мясо живое.
Мясо
Живое.
снимай, Леша сними.
This is the dried dead fish. Of course, you can't go without it. There's no celebration without dried fish.
Может, этот цвет включить, Валя? Так Квашина поживаем.
This is the Easter table.
Ну, как говорится, в ногу.
Очень хорошо поживаете.
Да? Есть.
Воздух есть, газ есть,
Есть.
все есть.
Oh.
Места много.
Ты Олю снимай.
Самый худой.
Я думаю, мне это место более комфортно. Да, вы будете там вскакивать.
So, this is the homestead.
дешевку взять, в лес поехать. Помнишь, в этом на рынке, где сейчас 21 век, кстати, вот Гулливер стоял.
Конечно.
Это кумовья, помнишь, такой худенький, высокий, когда вы в
Да,
взаимобрыге, виски нас споют.
Да, помню.
Вот он сейчас себе на дачу Гулливера
Вот этого?
поставил. Ага.
Нифига себе. А где он его взял? Подкачать надо.
Стартануть с козла,
Давай.
только одну ногу, он у меня плохо заводится.
Слушай, ну вы тут, конечно, это...
Просто меня воздух слабо метает. Сзади кто?
Аккуратно.
Нет, это точно мало.
А он неправильно показывает.
Видишь, он охраняет, папа, козлят. Слушай, а что это такое? Проса?
На кукурузу похоже.
Он ходит, прокалывает, смотри. А зачем, если это кукуруза, зачем тогда вот эти штуки? Она и так вырастет. Wow. This is, you know, it's under plastic, so it ripens faster, and, you know, it's delivered first to the market. It's gonna cost the most. Watermelons over there. Watermelons and melons. And this is corn. That's a lot of work. You see those ruins behind me? Let's take a closer look. You see these ruins right here? They're very old. They're about 80 years old, and they are very dear to me. These ruins right behind me is the place where my family started about 80 years ago. My great-grandparents on my mom's side were rich. My grandmother was born with a silver spoon in her mouth. She was born in 1907, and when the October Revolution happened in 1917, she was 10 years old. The communists came and they took everything from my family. Well, my mom's side was lucky because the communists spared their life. My father's part of the family wasn't so lucky. My great-grandfather was shot right on the spot because he was rich. He had a mill, he had a couple stores and so forth. So they just shot him and took everything away. But my mom's side, they just took my family, they kicked them out of their large house, they took all their land away, and they kicked them out to the Pacific Ocean, to the other side of Russia, where they spent 10 following years. Then they returned rightless back to their homeland, stayed for a decade or so at different places, and finally, during World War II, they settled right here. My ancestors were ultimate preppers, because if they didn't prep, they would starve to death. They couldn't make any money, they couldn't work, well, they had to work, but they weren't paid. Basically, they were slaves of the communist system. So this is the point zero for my family. This is where my relatives were nullified. But now we are the offsprings, including myself. We've done pretty darn well. We own lots of land, we own property, we drive expensive cars, we make money. and we are very united. So I kind of came to this place to pay it tribute. What can I say? It's almost nothing left here. Wow, it's been quite a ride. This is where my mom and all her 5 siblings were born. Somehow she doesn't like this place. Well, probably not the best part of her life. Hope you enjoyed looking at this remote Russian southern village. I hope you enjoyed learning about the ways that people live here. So, if you found it interesting, please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. And hey, I risked my life today. I got stung by a bee twice. It was fun though, no big deal. I hope that by watching today's video, you have found out that there are preppers in Russia. People who live outside of big cities, that basically all they do is prep. They ultimate prepper, so to speak. Yes, this country is full of preppers. My head still hurts from a bee sting. Ay, ay, ay. This is the holy grail of prepping, the basement. Standalone building. Let's get down. This is onion, cabbage, water, well that's mineral water, and look at these preppers. This is all homemade stuff, made by one person. This side right here is the preserves, sweet preserves and sweet drinks. And this side right here is tomato paste, different sauces, pickles, pickled vegetables. And more preserves. My friends, this is prepping. This is just one family. An older retired couple, and they also have 3 daughters, so they prep for themselves and give some to their daughter. Let me tell you something, these people will not be caught without food and will have any troubles, you know, having something to cook with. And it's really cold in here. And this is the present that we got last night at the village. 100% homemade eggs of free-range chicken running around. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.